position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will kick it away to start. Coming out with it, it's Wallace. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the back. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Back to throw, it's Simmons. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Rebels line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Using his legs, it's Davison. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Davison. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Using the quick game. Turning it on. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Leaves it with the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Just a little off. Incomplete. For a quarterback, those mechanics need to be second nature, but sometimes they can get a little rushed.
Yeah, and we've seen that. We've had spin sessions on the field before games with Jesse, and just gets on that back foot a lot and just can't stay consistent at all. It might be the air gel, weighing him down, but that back foot just starts to slide in there. Mechanics get bad, sloppy.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
The official says no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab down the middle. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. The screen, and watch out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. This drive will open from the 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Sets up the screen. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Fires to the right. Finds his man, it's Golden. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got enough for the 1st down. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Can the D deny them on second and goal? This quarterback part of their running game. In the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game. That will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Hauls it in, looking for space. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here comes the option. Inside the 35. Wide open on the right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And I love the bounce back for this this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offense.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean. And sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Canty. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He uncorks one deep. Makes a grab on the shot. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Reed. The sure hands, it's Moore. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, the ground game. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? For the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Nestled just inside that right upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw at Simmons. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Now 2nd and 10. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lacey. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've been able to put together nothing. Now 3rd and long from their own 1. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Reed. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeps the play going. Trying to make magic with his feet. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davison. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The run to the left. Gets it past the marker. Nice move. Creates some space. Boy, he looked as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. On the move, it's Bray. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And he needed every little bit of strength to somehow sneak that over the crossbar. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He leaves it with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. give to the back. There he goes. He'll work his way down to the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Buys a little time with his feet. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quarterback extends the play. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic, and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. That's why kickers are so important after that long. Lets it fly. Makes the grab inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense is built on the run. It always has been. It always will be. That's what the Ducks hang their hat on, but making those explosive plays down the field when the defense slips up and loses a little bit of eye discipline.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. A first down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there. And
it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. SMU is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 33 to Oklahoma. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a crease. It's Lacey. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Look out, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The give to the tailback. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. the score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Gets the back moving. The option look. Turning it on. Oh, he's got a chance. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This option makes you play responsibility football, and they don't do it. How about the receiver as the pitch man? QB, he doesn't even need him. He takes care of business, makes the defense wrong, takes it down the field for a long touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Reed. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. Got a man, it's Moore. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming. Every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
It doesn't doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call offensively. I know they lost yards on that one, but you want to try to get this running back the ball in different ways, right? Handing it off, getting him out in the route tree, trying to sneak in some screen passes too.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Now on second down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. It'll be third and long. Back to throw, it's Simmons. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Rebels will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Quarterback's got the first. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's first and 10 from the 39. Makes the grab. It's Davison. Fights off a defender.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
To throw, it's Reed. The short hands, it's Davison. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Got him downfield. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. I guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. White wants to throw it. Finds a spot in the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they can ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Pulls it in. It's Lacey. On the move at the 30. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. If there's time to pad the stats. Touchdown, Rebels! And the pummeling has started.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense.
The extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches and the score. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.